Hello, everybody. Is everybody ready for some trivia tonight? We'll wait for some people to get in here. We got some good prizes tonight. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? You guys ready for trivia tonight? We're going to do fruits and vegetable trivia tonight, I believe what it is. I made it a couple weeks ago. I believe that's the questions I chose. But we have prizes for the top 3 winners. We will give time for people to come in and then we'll do the trivia. We'll just chit chat till then. How is everybody's Thursday going? We had a lot of rain. Hello, Heritage Heart Homestead. Thanks for coming in. How are you tonight? I assume you can hear and see me. Okay. We're going to do like usual, hang out for a bit while we wait for people to come in and just chit chat, and then we'll start the trivia. How was your Memorial Day? Did you grill out or do anything? Oh, you got your coffee ready. We did some grilling. My parents and kids came up to the mountain to our property and we grilled out for Memorial Day and ate a bunch of good food. Nice to have everybody in one spot. That usually doesn't happen except holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, things of that nature, but everybody was able to show up. So it was a good time. It's always great to have those grandbabies around too. Just fix hamburgers in the oven. Well, that's better than no hamburgers at all. How's the weather? It's been pouring down rain here for almost 2 days now. And our garden sure is loving it because we didn't have rain for about 2 weeks. And we were having to water by hand. And man, it's a job to do that. Hello, Where to Begin Homestead. Thanks for coming in. We'll have some really good prizes tonight, or I think they're really good. I hope everybody else thinks they're good. You're using your tablet. So if you haven't ever done this on a tablet, the questions are really, really hard to read. And that's why I read them, is because people have told me on a tablet or on a phone, they're super hard to read. So that's why I have to read the questions and answers for everybody. I haven't figured out if there's a way to make it bigger on a tablet or a phone for people to be able to read them. I don't think there's a way, but that doesn't mean there's not. Still haven't gotten rain. Are you having to water everything by hand, or do you have like some kind of irrigation? You're usually always on your phone. Okay. Well, if you're on your usually on your phone, your tablet may even be better if the screen's bigger. Rained there all day. Where to begin, Homestead? Yeah, it's rained here. Rained most of the night. Rained on and off yesterday. Rained most of the night last night, and rained most of the day today. Hose pipe. Yeah, we have just a water hose that we water by, and man, it's a lot when we because our garden is just so big. Maybe when this rain gets done here, it'll head your way. We usually plant a smaller garden than we did this year, but we also usually don't water. They either make it or they don't make it. But this year we planted so much, and we did plant so much because we had people that a couple people that want to buy for their restaurant. So we need to make sure that it grows after we've put all the work and money into it. So now we're having to water. Next year, we're thinking about putting money into a drip irrigation system, which will be nice. Anybody doing anything exciting in their garden? Haven't done anything exciting lately, but as soon as the rain stops, we'll be doing a lot of weeding. Not sure how exciting that is, but it has to be done. I'm sure the grass is going to grow just crazy now. As soon as the sun comes out. You have soaker hoses. We may look into that. We haven't started pricing anything yet. We just know that we do not want to water with a water hose next year because it's just a lot of work. And the work we really don't mind. It's just the time that we don't have to do it, and it has to be done. You guys planted anything this year that you, for the first time? Everything that I planted this year for the first time that I just wanted to try, um, it didn't work. It didn't come up. So I don't know if I did it wrong or next year I'll have to try to do better. None of my eggplant come up. I've never grown eggplant. I've never even eaten eggplant, but I thought I'm going to grow some eggplant. I'm going to find something to cook, see if I like it. None of it came up. We did start broccoli this year, and it did not come up. Never grown broccoli before. We did start cauliflower this year for the first time, and it did come up. So I will, hopefully, it will continue to do well, and I'll have some cauliflower. We also planted kohlrabi, and I've never grown kohlrabi, never even eat kohlrabi, but it's something else that I thought I want to try, and I want to see if I like it or not. You did some tilling and planted a couple of volunteer plants. Yeah, right now, it's just maintaining right now what we're doing, just maintaining um, the weeds, watering things, pruning, things like that. Nothing really exciting. Weird about the broccoli. It's easy. Yeah, I don't know. It did nothing. It didn't come up. My eggplant didn't come up, and I'm not sure why either one of everything else came up. Everything, just not that. And we had got some seed. If I don't know if you guys had watched my video about the seed that I had got from the dollar store that was a penny a pack last year that they had marked it down, and we planted those. Well, we planted some spinach, supposed to have been spinach. We planted it, and guess what? It was radishes. I have more radishes than I know what to do with. But, it was a penny a pack. As long as I got one radish out of it, it was worth a penny. And I don't like raw radishes. I don't like them at all. But I make pickled radishes, and I really like pickled radishes. So they will get pickled. Okay. See you in a minute. Where to begin homestead. Anything else going on with anybody? Any new plans? Anybody going on vacation? I hope to go on vacation soon for a small vacation. I think we're going to go to close to the Smoky Mountains. Hello, MB Heritage Farms. Can you pickle them for long term? Yes, you can. I don't have the recipe here with me, but you just make the brine and you, of course, wash them and then slice them up, put them in the jar, and just hot water bath them and can them. Never go on vacation. Well, we usually don't go on vacation, but we have our camper that's on our property, and the Smoky Mountains is not that far away. And we're going to shoot up there for a weekend and stay on the river. Um, we're not going to a campground. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but there's a site called Hip Camp, and you can rent spots, put a tent or RVs or whatever from different people on their property. And somebody has property next to the river, and we're going to pull our camper in there and stay for a weekend. It's way cheaper than going to a campground and way less people. So, does everybody want to see what we have up for grabs tonight? Um, I can let you know what you guys are playing for tonight. So the top three winners are going to get one of our stickers. Let's see. Um, all top three winners will get a sticker. These are our new stickers that we just had made that came in. So the top three people will win that. And my mother has made this. And see if I can turn it so there's no glare. It says, she's beauty, she's grace, she'll peck your face. So my mom painted this and made this, and you would just hang it on your wall. You could, it's clear coated, so you could put it outside if you wanted, but it is on a slab of cedar wood. So at some point, the wood probably would, rot, but you could put this in your house, your chicken coop, wherever you wanted to put it. But thought it was pretty cute. And let's see what else we got. We have the Giant Book of Garden Solutions. So this book has tips and tricks to get rid of pests. It has companion planning, what to plant to draw bugs away from your vegetables. It has plants with the companion planning, what plants to plant to have bugs that are an asset to your garden to come into your garden. It just has all kinds of tips and tricks. It has things to deter deer, squirrels, etc. And it's all natural things. It's not, pesticides or anything like that. It's 1,954 natural remedies to handle your toughest garden problems. So we have this book up for grabs tonight, along with the Pecky in the Face chicken. And we also have another cookbook. You guys know that I like doing the cookbooks. This is from a church. It has all kinds of recipes in it, baking tips, has meats and main dishes, vegetables, cakes, cookies, desserts, breads, etc. But the person that wins this cookbook is also going to get this. This is to see if I can get this, the glare on it, but it's a little bag that you put your potato in and put it in the microwave to bake a potato. It keeps it from drying out, and it says it will do a potato in 4 minutes. I'm not so sure that's accurate because I have one too, but it does keep the potato from drying out because sometimes when you do them in the microwave, they dry out. So that's our prizes tonight. So the cookbook and the potato baker goes together. Hello, Weekend RV. Thanks for coming in. And then you could win this painting my mother did on the cedar slab. Or you could win giant book of gardening solutions, natural remedies for garden solutions. So that's what's up for grabs tonight. And everybody will get I keep holding these upside down, Britton Farms Homestead sticker. All top 3 winners with their prizes. So that's what we got going on tonight. That's what you're playing for tonight. The number 1 winner can tell me what they want, and they'll get the first choice. The second winner get the second choice, and the third person gets what's left. Let's see if I missed anybody in here. I'm glad you can make it, Weekend RVing. My Aussie Garden and Kitchen, thanks for coming in. Your mom has one similar and it works with the potatoes. Yeah, it really does work. To make a baked potato in the microwave, if it's a great big baked potato, you know how sometimes it will be dried out in the middle or on the sides, and then perfect in some spots, and then some spots it's dried out and not so desirable. Well, this keeps it from doing that. I don't have a microwave. Well, Heritage Heart Homestead, if for some reason you win that, you can forfeit that to somebody else, but still get the cookbook. Where to begin, Homestead? Your voice is probably going to be in a video of ours for a second. April Brittany. Okay, that's fine. Does anybody else have any exciting things happening in their garden right now? Oh no, was I buffering? It went away for a minute. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. That would be great. That helps us out greatly. Just lets YouTube know that you like what you're watching, and just helps us out. So it's been almost 20 minutes. We'll wait about another minute and then we'll start the trivia if everybody's ready. I'll go ahead and let you know how to play the trivia if you've never played with us before. When I pull up the trivia, it will have a countdown for the trivia to start. once the trivia starts, a question will come up on the screen. I will read the question for anybody that's on a phone or a tablet. It's going to be really small. You're not going to be able to read it more than likely. So you'll have to listen to me read it. And then I will give the options for the answers. There'll be multiple choice. And you will just put the number of the answer unless I tell you otherwise. There is one answer that is in years like 1943, things like that. And if you put in the number of the answer at that point, it may mark you wrong answer. That's another thing. If you put in an answer and it says you put in a different answer than what you did, please let me know, because I still have not got that glitch out yet, but we will correct it and we will make it right. So if you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and start the trivia. Just a moment. Let me get over here and grab this. All right, so the countdown has started. I am fixing to zip out of this screen. And there you go. The countdown has started, and I will read the questions as they come up. And please bear with me because it's really small on my end too, because it does not fill up my screen because of the chat, and my eyes are not as good as they once were. Winter just started and it's cold in the garden. My Aussie garden and kitchen. Well, summer has just come in full force here. Yes, that's perfectly fine, my Aussie garden. You can go ahead and play, and if you win, you can choose somebody to give it to, or the next person below you can get it, whatever you would like to do with it. Because if you win it, it's yours. But you are correct. I cannot ship this to Australia. And these are the longest parts waiting for the countdowns. All right, question number 1. What country is the top worldwide producer of green beans? Number 1, America. Number 2, China. Number 3, Australia. Number 4, Mexico. So remember, you don't have to type out the answer unless I tell you to. You can just put 1, 2, 3, or 4, whichever one you think it is. Hello, MT Homestead. Thanks for coming in. And if you guys know anybody that might want to play with us, feel free to share this out on your community page if you have one. Share it on Facebook, whatever you'd like to do with it. If you think you know somebody that Might want to join in our reindeer games. And the answer is number 2, China. Next question. How many varieties of apples are there worldwide? Number 1, 85,000. Number 2, 10,000. Number 3, 7,000. Number 4, 6,000. Hello, my Alabama Farm Life. Thanks for coming in. Hello, RV Lucky. Thanks for coming in. And the answer is number 3, 7,000. Pumpkins were used as a remedy for what kind of bites? Number 1, spider. Number 2, snake. Number 3, dog. Number 4, fire ants. Hello, Tina Ladybug. Thanks for coming in. We got some great prizes tonight. You guys that came in late, you missed it, but we have a painting, a cookbook, and a natural remedy for your garden book that we're giving away tonight. And the answer is number 2, snake bites. Hello, Mama. My mother's here. Everybody say hi, Mom. She's the one that painted the picture of the chicken. What state is the largest producer of blueberries? Number 1, California. 2, Maine. 3, New Mexico. 4, North Carolina. I really have to find out how to put Jeopardy music on here. Number 2 is the answer, Maine. Fresh strawberries were once used as 1. Hair dye, 2. Toothpaste, 3. Lipstick, 4. Blush. And the answer is number 2, toothpaste. I could see why people said lipstick or blush, though. Potato chips were invented by Chef George Crumb. What year? This is where you're going to put in the year. Don't put in the number. So, the year 1900, the year 1805, the year 1853, or the year 1923. So, the year 1900 or 1805 or 1853 or 1923. Boo, 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 boo. And the answer is number 3, 1853. You can use blank as natural soap. Number 1, carrot greens. Number 2, honeysuckle petals. Number 3, potato peels. Number 4, yucca roots or yucca roots. I think that's yucca roots. Ask what to do with your clay. Oh, I collected some clay, natural clay off our property, and I want to make something out of it. Does anybody have any suggestions how or what to do with that? The answer is number 4, yucca roots. Make a clay cup or bowl. How much are we talking? Well, I just have a small ball, but I have tons of it. Vince is digging a pond and it's full of clay in the bottom. I do not have anything to fire it in. Tree blank is used in the manufacture of cork. 1, root. 2, leaves. 3, bark. 4, pulp. And the answer is number 3, bark. A good natural weed killer is number 1, Epsom salts and lavender oil. Number 2, white vinegar and dish soap. Number 3, iron sulfate and baking soda. Number 4, vegetable oil and eggshells. Hello, Camo and Bo's Homestead. Thanks for coming in. It's okay. Drop in anytime. Jump in here and play with us. And the answer is number 2, white vinegar and dish soap. You guys know your weed killer. A female flower's reproductive organ is the 1, stamen. 2, pistil. 3, bud. 4, receptacle. Hello, Mackenzie. Thanks for coming in. And the answer is number 2, pistol. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. You can use beer to trap 1, beetles, 2, slugs, 3, aphids, 4, grasshoppers. Is my Aussie Garden taking credit for naming the flower buds or the female flowers? And the answer is number 2, slugs. Slugs must be sots or drunks like the Andy Griffith Show, Otis on the Andy Griffith Show. What is the worst predator of the carrot? Number 1, the bunny. Number 2, carrot mosquito. Number 3, carrot fly. Number 4, bumblebee. And the answer is number 3, carrot fly. You guys are doing well tonight. Which is true about zucchini flowers? They are poisonous and taste awful, number 1. Number 2, they are edible and taste delicious. Number 3, they come in many colors. Number 4, to eat them, they must be baked only. The answer is number 2. They're edible and taste delicious. I don't know. I've never tried them, but I guess that's a thing. Do any of you guys eat zucchini flowers? And if you do, how do you cook them? Or do you cook them? Do you eat them raw? Hello, the Beehive Homestead. What is the name for the flowering portion of the cauliflower? Number 1, clouds. Number 2, curds. Number 3, whey. Number 4, swells. You used to bake zucchini flowers and you filled them. What did you put inside of them? The Beehive Homestead, you can type out the answer or you can just put the number of the answer, whichever you prefer to do. It's usually just easier for everybody to put the number, but that's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, MB Heritage Farms. And the answer is number 2, curds. You mix rice and ground beef, peppers, and spices. All that sounds good. I just don't know about the actual flour. But if you mixed it with all that, do you actually taste the flour? Which bell pepper is the sweetest? Number 1, red. Number 2, green. Number 3, yellow. Number 4, orange. Oh no, MT Homestead. Thanks for coming in. Hang out long as you'd like. Sorry your phone's going dead. I wish you could stay. Yeah, we eat a lot of bell peppers. Beehive Homestead. Flour is kind of like eating cabbage when you eat cabbage rolls. Well, I like cabbage and I like cabbage rolls, so I might try that with zucchini flowers. My Aussie garden, do you have a video about cooking that so I could learn how to do it? The answer is number 1, red. Where to begin homestead? I've heard that also, that the more bumps on the bottom of the pepper, the sweeter it is. I've never put it to the test, but I've heard that. Tobacco is also a member of the nightshade family and eggplant. What do they both contain? 1, acetone. 2, ammonia. 3, nicotine. 4, methanol. Okay, I was hoping you had one cooking uh, the flowers so I could step by step learn how to do it to make sure I was doing it right. And the answer is number 3, nicotine. You felt the third one was a trick answer. Mixing blank with fresh fruit keeps the fruit from turning brown. Number 1, milk. Number 2, water. Number 3, lemon juice. Number 4, baking soda. Mackenzie, I don't know if that means all nightshades have nicotine or not. I don't know. But from what I read, because when I read the question, I thought, no way. So I went and looked it up, and it has very small traces of nicotine. It's not like smoking a cigarette. I'm glad you learned something. I learn something every time I make these trivia questions or look them up or whatever. Because most of them I don't know the answer to. So I have to look it all up. And sometimes I'm like, well, why? So I have to Google all the information behind it. And the answer is number 3, lemon juice. Which veggie carries the most calcium for good bone health? 1, cauliflower. 2, celery. 3, collard greens. 4, beets. And the answer is number 3, collard greens. Which veggie is known as the crazy apple to Italians? 1, corn. 2, eggplant. 3, bell pepper. 4, radish. Oh, going green, Mom. Thanks for coming in, Megan. It's fine. Just come in whenever you can. Glad to have you. Eggplants do look like crazy apples. And the answer is number 2, eggplants. What berry is the main diet of the silkworm? 1, blackberry. 2, mulberry. 3, strawberry. 4, raspberry. Eat your nicotine and be happy. I wish it was that easy. uh, you don't have silkworms that eat any of the berries? It is number 2, mulberry. Yeah, going green, mom. The question a few questions back was nicotine and eggplants are both part of a nightshade family. What do they both contain? And they both contain nicotine. So here is our rankings. Where to Begin Homestead is number 1. Just a moment, guys, while I write all this down. Talk amongst yourselves. Heritage Heart Homestead is number 2. And MB Heritage Farms is number 3. Okay. So I will now take this down and come back on the screen and ask everybody what they want. Okay, so Where to Begin Homestead. You can choose from I don't know why I can't get this turned right. You can choose between the cedar plaque that has this painted on it. Says, she's beauty, she's grace, she'll peck your face. You can choose the giant book of garden solutions, or you can choose a cookbook with the microwave bag to roast or bake the potatoes. All right, Where to Begin Homestead wants the picture. All right, Heritage Heart Homestead, you're next. What do you want? Do you want the giant book of gardening solutions, or do you want the cookbook with the potato baker? The giant book. All right. Okay, so that leaves you MB Heritage Farms. You get a cookbook and you get the bag to bake the potato in. And all three of you will get a Britton Farms Homestead sticker along with that. I am going to put my email. I have all three of your emails, but I am an unorganized person. So what I will need you to do is to email me. I'm going to put my email here in the chat. Your address, what you want, and I will get these out to you next week. Okay, so there's my email. If you guys will each email me what you chose, I have it wrote down, but your shipping address you want it shipped to, what you want, I'll get it out to you next week. I am glad that each and every one of you came by. I hope one day that this could be bigger and we have more people show up. I could possibly make it longer if everybody's up for that. I don't know. It's pretty long with 20 questions because it takes so much time in between the questions. I may be able to speed that up and add more questions. Well, camos and bows, you can hit the bell and maybe it'll send you a notification on YouTube when I go live. I thanks my Aussie garden. I'm glad that you played and I'm glad you had fun. I usually do this at least once a month. Sometimes I do it twice a month. What do you use to do the trivia? I use Live Reacting Studio. But it makes it a whole lot easier because it calculates the answers, who's number one, who got the answer in fastest. Yeah, that was 20 questions. But I hope to, grow the trivia nights where everybody will show up and we hang out and have fun. I do it just about once a month. Sometimes I do it twice a month. And most of the time, I put out I set it up a couple weeks ahead of time. So it's out there for everybody to know. I also have a Facebook page. If you guys have Facebook, you can look up Britton Farms Homestead. I always post it on there. So if you don't catch it, get the notification from YouTube, you could get it from Facebook. If you want to go on there and just like our page on Facebook, I always put it on there. At this point, I guess I'm going to jump off here, and I hope everybody had a great time. I have a good time hosting this, and I hope to see you all in probably a couple weeks. And I hope, you guys come back. And God bless every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.